चैप्टर के साथ जो कि है हमारा ओवरव्यू ऑफ द इंडियन इकोनॉमी. सो लेट्स सी व्हाट आर द इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक विच यू मस्ट स्टडी इन दिस चैप्टर, दैट इज आवर ओवरव्यू ऑफ द इंडियन इकोनॉमी. सो आई विल रिकमेंड दैट यू गो थ्रू दिस इंडियन इकोनॉमी इन द ब्रिटिश pre-British period, right? That is our chapter number 3. Let me zoom a little bit more so that yes, I hope this is now visible clearly. So please, I request you to please go through 1.3 number chapter, that is Indian economy in the pre-British period, right? So listen, understand each and every word written in this book. Page number I will write page number 6, very important, right? And from this chapter nothing else, right? इस चैप्टर से बाकी कुछ आपको नहीं पढ़ना है, right? If you only have to go through chapter number 1.3, that's it, right? Now let's see chapter number 2. Chapter number 2 is super important. Now from chapter number 2 important topic starts. So let me give you a glimpse. The first topic which we'll be studying, that is the role and importance of primary, secondary, tertiary, quaternary and quaternary sector. This is very important, right? And you know, so you must understand all these different sectors. Then after you will see page number 18, chapter point topic number 2.3 and page number 18, and in that page you will see a table, right? In that page you will see a table. आपको एक टेबल दिखेगा और उस टेबल में दोस्तों in that particular table you will learn the different kind of revolution, like green revolution, white revolution, yellow revolution. Please go through this, please mug up the table. आप इस टेबल को याद कर लें, very important. उसके बाद आप आगे बढ़ेंगे, then you move to 2.7 number chapter topic, that is our services sector. Read it carefully because service sector and also industry sector में जो आपके फेजेस दिए गए हैं, दिस इज सुपर इंपॉर्टेंट, क्वेश्चन हैव बीन आस्क्ड. एंड सर्विस सेक्टर की यदि हम बात करें तो सर्विस सेक्टर में दोस्तों आपका जो वर्ल्ड इन्वेस्टमेंट का रिपोर्ट है, राइट, इंडिया का क्या रैंक है एफडीआई के टर्म्स में, प्लीज गो थ्रू दिस डेटा, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रैंकिंग, राइट, सर्विस सेक्टर. देन आफ्टर यू विल मूव टू द सनराइज सेक्टर. एवरी ईयर क्वेश्चन हैज बीन आस्क्ड. दिस इज 5-star टॉपिक, 5-star टॉपिक. दिस इज सुपर इंपॉर्टेंट. सनराइज सेक्टर ऑफ द इंडियन इकोनॉमी. एवरी ईयर one question is asked from this topic, right? And that's all you have to go through. How many topic I have told you? 1 2 3 4 5. So out of the 10 topic, total 5 topic you have to read carefully, very carefully, right? So that your 50% marks is secured, right? Now let me move to the next point, next chapter, that is our chapter number 3, which is our economic planning in India and Niti Aayog. So in this chapter, first topic which we have to study is the annual plan, right, which is I think is chapter topic number 3.4, which is history of the economic planning in India. So you have to go through what are the different plans, right? First plan, second plan, third plan and till 10th plan. So basically आपको करना क्या है कि आपको समरी बना लेना है, क्या की पॉइंट्स था सभी प्लानिंग का, ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट. दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. एंड इन योर बुक ऑल्सो इफ यू ओपन पेज नंबर 32, यदि आप पेज नंबर 32 ओपन करेंगे बुक में तो आप देखेंगे कि यही चीज समराइज किया हुआ है. तो प्लीज गो थ्रू दिस टेबल, सुपर इंपॉर्टेंट. आफ्टर दैट द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक इज द नीति आयोग. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, 5-star रेटिंग. नीति आयोग को आपको एक चीज पढ़ना है, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. नीति आयोग का फंक्शन क्या है, व्हाट इज देयर फंक्शन, राइट? देन व्हाट इज द केस फॉर नीति आयोग, व्हाट इज देयर फंक्शन, व्हाट इज द केस फॉर नीति आयोग, राइट? देन you have to study page number 37. You open the page number 37 and you will see that Niti Aayog strategy for new India, right? What is the Niti Aayog strategy for new India, right? Please go through this particular page. New India के लिए क्या strategy है? In that you will see driver, infrastructure, inclusion, everything and governance, the 4 key structure. This was asked previous year. And then after 3.7, this is super important, right? Then financial resources for economic planning, domestic budgetary source, page number 39. Page number 39, please open this page number 39, domestic budgetary source, fiscal deficit financing, foreign assurance, right? So out of the 7 topic, these 3 topics are super important, right? So if you go through these 3 topics minutely, right, that is what we are doing in our crash course. हमारे crash course में आपको यही मिलेगा कि जो important topic है उसके concise notes, एकदम pin pointed notes, mind map जिसको हम लोग बोलते हैं, जिसको आप देखेंगे तो आपको समझ में आ जाएगा, उसको समझाया जाएगा आपको प्रॉपर वीडियोस के माध्यम से. डेली वीडियोस आपको मैं प्रोवाइड करूंगा. 15 डेज में हम लोग 45 यूनिट्स को कवर करेंगे, राइट, कवरिंग ऑल दिस टॉपिक. बेस्ड ऑन दैट यू विल रिसीव क्विजेस आपको डेली मिलेगा प्रैक्टिस के लिए. यू हैव टू सी वेदर यू आर ऑब्टेनिंग 60% मार्क्स और नॉट. इफ यू आर गेटिंग लेस देन 60%, इट मीन्स यू डोंट हैव द कमांड ओवर दिस टॉपिक. यू मस्ट हैव द कमांड का मतलब यही होता है कि एटलीस्ट यू आर गेटिंग 60% इन द क्विज, एंड दिस क्विज विल एक्ट लाइक अ बेंचमार्क for your preparation. This quiz will help you guide whether you are moving in the right track or not, whether you have command over the topic or not, right? So this is how we will proceed in our crash course. Now let's move to chapter number 4, right? Unit chapter number 4 which we have The chapter name is, role of priority sector and MSME in the Indian economy. So if you move to this chapter, the first topic which I will recommend is 4.2 and 4.3. Very, very important. Every year question has been asked. What are the list of priority sector and what are their lending norms? Means how much percentage are allocated to different sector. Very, very, very important. This one is especially very important. Page number I will say 45 to 46. Please go through the table and learn the mug of the table, right? And in the crash course I will tell you the trick to remember all this priority sector. ना आपको ट्रिक बताया जाएगा इसके माध्यम से आप प्रायोरिटी सेक्टर नाम को याद रख सकते हैं और सफिशिएंट प्रैक्टिस करवाया जाएगा. You will be given sufficient question so that it will be in your mind. It will be it will so that you can answer without answer easily. Now then we have to go through the definition of MSME. Very, very, very important. MSME definition asked every year. What are the limits for micro, small and medium enterprise? Page number 46, right? And after there is some program like Spurti program. We have to go through them. Very important. After that I will recommend 4.7. Very important, super important. Atmanirbhar Bharat package, Make in India, Startup India, Stand Up India. Every year question have been asked, right? So what is Make in India? And we know there is something called CGT MSc. CGT MSc, please open page number 50. Please mark it, very, very important. CGT MSc question is being asked every year. What is Stand Up India? What is Startup India? And what are the other scheme of to promote MSME? You should learn every scheme, right? सभी scheme को आपको पढ़ना है. So out of these 7 topic, the 4 topic which I have highlighted, 4.2, 4.3, 4.4 and 4.7 are super important. And friends, if you have not joined our Telegram channel, please see the link in the description. Telegram channel को आप join कर लीजिए. Free आपको quiz मिलेगा daily basis पे. आपको कुछ Telegram क्विजेस भी मिल जाते हैं, हम डेली पोस्ट करते हैं और ऑल इंपॉर्टेंट नोटिफिकेशन इन द फॉर्म ऑफ केस स्टडीज यू विल गेट इन द टेलीग्राम ग्रुप. सो इन द डिस्क्रिप्शन साइड इन द डिस्क्रिप्शन ऑफ दिस वीडियो you will see the link for the Telegram channel. Now let's move to the chapter number 5, which is infrastructure including social infrastructure. This one is a super important topic, and the first topic which I will recommend is 5.2 number topic. And what you have to study in 5.2, it is regarding the infrastructure and economic development. तो अब यहाँ पे आप देखेंगे कि solid infrastructure क्या होता है. इसमें आप 2 वर्ड को देखेंगे. हार्ड इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर क्या होता है, व्हाट इज हार्ड इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर एंड व्हाट इज सॉफ्ट इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर. प्लीज रीड इट केयरफुली. व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन हार्ड एंड सॉफ्ट इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर? दैट इज 5.2. देन आई विल से 5.3 is also important, and in that I will especially recommend that what are the initiative taken by government to boost communication infrastructure. So you should see that government ने क्या क्या स्टेप लिए हैं, right? तो communication infrastructure को boost करने के लिए सरकार ने क्या स्टेप लिए हैं, that is given in the 5.3 number chapter topic. Also transport infrastructure you have to see, railroad infrastructure, PM Gati Shakti, super important, 5-star marks. Right? So 5-star marks are those topics which you have to study in priority no matter what. You can't leave, right? So PM Gati Shakti scheme, right? Then after multi-modal logistic park, Parvatmala, all these things have been written in the 5.3 number chapter for topic. Then we come to 5.4, and 5.4 is super important, and you have to study ESG. What is ESG? It stands for environmental, social and governance. Read it carefully. What it is all about. You have to go through it. Very, very important. Then in this chapter, this every topic is important. Right? If you talk about the health, education and family welfare, you have to go through especially the union budget allocation, right? Centrally sponsored program, you have to go through it, what it is all about. And after that, the chapter 5, the topic 5.6 is also important, development of health infrastructure. Especially I am talking about PM, just wait a minute, there is a scheme called PM Avhim scheme, which is called Pradhan Mantri Ayushman Bharat Health Infrastructure Mission. Please go through it. AVDM scheme, which is Ayushman Bharat Digital Scheme. Then after National Health Digital Mission. Read this scheme carefully. So 5 number chapter is the all topics are important. You can't ignore anyone. You can't miss anyone, right? Because questions have been asked from each and every topic. Now let's move to the next topic. The next topic we have is the globalization and impact on India, which is your chapter number 6, which is very small chapter. It's quite a small chapter, and there is one topic which you can't miss here, that is 6.5, which is the fair globalization and the need for policy framework. Especially in this chapter, I will recommend that what is protectionism. You should read carefully what is the meaning of protectionism, right? When I say protectionism approach, what it means. And also you should see that globalization in reverse gear, the threatened emergence of protectionism. So these 2 topics are super important from chapter number 6, right? Let's let's move to the chapter number 7. If you move to the chapter number 7, the chapter name, as you can see, is our economic reform. This also, I think, this super important topic. The first topic which I will study, which I will tell you to study, is nothing but economic transformation, the real sector, which is our topic number 4. Right, this is the real sector. Especially in this particular topic, I will recommend you should study LPG carefully. Liberalization, privatization, and globalization. Very carefully you have to study. Then after comes 7.5, financial sector. Especially in this financial sector, I will recommend Narasimhan Committee. Right, Narasimhan Committee. Right, first page you should read the first page, and the page number I will say 74. First page you should read, second page reform you should read carefully. You have to read each and every reform. Right, that is 7.5. Then after I will say you should go for 7.6. Yes, 7.6 is not that important, but 7.7, let me erase all this thing. 7.7 is very, very important. Right, so what is 7.7? 7.7 is economic reform in India. Very important. Especially I will say that what are the reason behind economic crisis of 1990. You should go through what are the factors which affect the economic crisis of 1990, like the fiscal deficit, like the like adverse balance of payment, like high inflation rate. You should read it carefully. Right, what were the macroeconomic factor and what were the microeconomic factor. You should read it carefully. So basically in this chapter I am recommending 3 topic: 7.4, 7.5 and 7.7. super important topic. Right, you should read it carefully, you should comprehend it, you should understand it, and all these things we will do in our crash course. Right, now let's see our next question. You should install our app. हमारा ऐप का लिंक आपको डिस्क्रिप्शन में मिल जाएगा. The name of the app is JIB NCIB Made Simple. In that you get free quizzes every day. Every day आपको free quiz मिलता है अटेम्प्ट करने के लिए, तो आप उसे अटेम्प्ट कर सकते हैं हमारे ऐप को इंस्टॉल करके. और यदि आपको हमारे क्रैश कोर्स में इनरोल होना है तो डिस्क्रिप्शन में जाइए, वहाँ पे इसका लिंक अवेलेबल है. नाउ लेट्स टॉक अबाउट चैप्टर नंबर 8, which is based on foreign trade policy, foreign investment and economic development. So if you go about this particular chapter, the first topic I will recommend is topic number 8.3, which is our FTP policy 2015-2020. Very, very important. You know what is the meaning of FTP? Foreign trade policy. Very important. Then after, in this case I will say that what were the key features of this FTP policy. You must read it carefully. What were the highlights of this FTP policy? Page number I will say, page number is 85 number page. Please go through it. Right, then after I will recommend you that there is a table. Right, if you open 8.5 number topic, there is a table. I will say the page number 88. There is a table. Mug it up, and I have created a video explaining the trick to remember all these FDI limits. So this table is regarding the FDI limits. राइट, सो मैंने एक वीडियो बनाया है, जैसे मैंने एक ट्रिक के माध्यम से आपको निमोनिक के माध्यम से आपको एफडीआई लिमिट्स के बारे में बताया. इफ यू वांट दैट वीडियो प्लीज टाइप इन द कमेंट सेक्शन यस, आई विल प्रोवाइड द लिंक ऑफ द वीडियो. यदि आप उस वीडियो का लिंक चाहते हैं तो प्लीज कमेंट सेक्शन में लिखिए यस, केवल यस आप लिखिए, आई विल प्रोवाइड द लिंक. बिकॉज इन दैट वीडियो यू कैन जस्ट इन अ 5 minute you can remember the FDI limit for all the sector, and one question is sure shot from the FDI limit. Right, and then also in this 8.5 number chapter topic you have to study that what are the, this is super important, 8.5 very important, super important. Right, then you have to study what are the types of FDI. Right, types of FDI, like I say, greenfield FDI, brownfield FDI, joint venture FDI, that's all. And also you have to study FII. What is FII? FII stands for foreign institutional investor. So page number, sorry friends, page number I will say page number 90. You open page number 90 and go through the content. Very important. And then after you should move to page topic number 8.6. very important. What is economic development? What is economic growth? What are the indicators of development? What are the indicators of growth? This question is asked frequently, and page number is 91. Right, 91 number page. Then after you should come to, so these 3 topics I will recommend from this chapter number 8, that is FTP policy, FDI, FII and recent trend, and economic development versus economic growth. Right, these are the topics which you can't miss because they are super important. Now let's move to chapter number 9. Chapter number 9 is our International Economic Organization, which is World Bank, IMF and etc. So first of all you have to go through SDR. SDR आप देखेंगे, SDR आपको मिलेगा 9.2 में. राइट, 9.2 यानी कि आप जब इंटरनेशनल इकोनॉमिक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की बात करेंगे जिसमें वर्ल्ड बैंक और IMF आता है, सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू शुड रीड इट SDR प्रॉपर्ली. राइट, SDR इज इन पेज नंबर It is in page number 96. Page number 96, if you open, you will get detail regarding the SDR. Then after, I will recommend that you go to page number 99, and in page number 99, under this 9.2, you have to study some corporation like MIGA. MIGA stands for, you know, multilateral investment guarantee agency. Then you have ICSID. You should know their role, you should know their function. Then also you should see the WBG. WBG stands for World Bank Group, who are the member, right? So you should read it carefully, right? Then after, I will say you should move to 9.2. You have to 9.2. Yes, 9.2 is also important, IMF and World Bank, right? Then after, 9.3 is not that much important, right? After that, you just have to read this regional economic cooperation, 9.4. So for this chapter, I will recommend these three topics: 9.1, 9.2 and 9.4, right? These are super important from unit number 9. And for unit number 10, let's move, which is our related to our climate change, very important, sustainable development goal, which is called SDG. So the first topic you will read is 10.1, which is the objective. And especially if I say what you have to read, you have to go through that what is SDG 13, what is SDG 13, right? And what are the 17 SDG which is given in the 10.1. So if you open 10.2, if you it was 10.1, if you open 10.2, you will read this 17 SDG. You have to memorize it. क्वेश्चन ऐसे आता है, इनमें से कौन सा एक SDG नहीं है, so you have to memorize all these 17 SDG, right? Very important. Then you move to 10.4, which is India's progress. So especially I will say that India's and SDG, page number 111. Open page number 111, and you will read a topic that is India and SDG. How is the progress being manipulated, right? You should read it carefully, right? And also you should study page number 112. Come to page number 112, and you should study this FSTF. What is FSTF? Financial Service Task Force. Question is being asked from it. And then you should move over to the sustainable definition. What is the green debt security? Page number 112. Green debt security. Please read it carefully. And you know, Reserve Bank, what are the proactive measures taken by Reserve Bank? How much is the priority sector lending allocation? Everything you have to read about 10.4. Very important. And then after 10.5, and also you have to study what is green bond. दिस वन इज सुपर इंपॉर्टेंट एंड इट इज गिवन इन 10.4. 10.4 के अंदर एक टॉपिक आपको मिलेगा ग्रीन बॉन्ड, इसको अच्छे से पढ़ना है. और CSR एक्टिविटीज़ की यदि हम बात करें, दिस इज ऑल्सो सुपर इंपॉर्टेंट, रीड इट केयरफुली, पेज नंबर 115. सो फ्रॉम दिस चैप्टर आई विल रिकमेंड 3 टॉपिक ऑन सुपर इंपॉर्टेंट बेसिस, 10.1, 10.2 and 10.4 and 10.5. So 4 topics are there which plays a super important role in your preparation, right? Now let's see our chapter number 11. Friend, if you think that this video is useful for you, please hit the like button. Please hit the like button so that I can also bring more video on PPB, AFM and RBWM. यदि आप चाहते हैं कि आपको ये वीडियो पसंद आ रहा है, चीज़ें समझ में आ रही हैं, तो एक लाइक जरूर कीजिएगा, ताकि आप ये मुझे मोटिवेट करेगा कि मैं आपके लिए PPB, RBWM और AFM के भी इस प्रकार के वीडियोस लाऊं. चलिए अब हम लोग पेज नंबर, चैप्टर नंबर, यूनिट नंबर 11 की ओर बढ़ते हैं. और 11 में जो आपको पढ़ना है, बस एक टॉपिक मैं आपको कहूँगा जो कि इंपॉर्टेंट है, वो है राइजिंग इनइक्वालिटी and migration different type you have to study. So 11.4 and 11.5 is the two important topic, not that much important chapter it is, right? And now move to 12 number topic, which is module B. So it comes to module B. Here comes the fundamentals of economics, microeconomics and macroeconomics. So the first topic you will study is 12.1, and especially in 12.1 you have to study is, you know, Adam Smith definition. Then you have to study the Marshall definition, right? And then you have to study, you know, that Robbins definition. तो ये 3 definition आपको पढ़ना है, Adams, Marshall and Robbins definition, right? Then after you come to 12.2 microeconomics and microeconomics. You have to study what is the difference between these two. Clearly write down, super important. Then you come to I think it is market, command and mixed economy, 12.4. What is the difference between them? Read it carefully. So basically from this topic, from this chapter, 12.1, 12.2 and 12.4, these are the super important chapter which you must study. Now let's come to our chapter number 13, which is regarding, you know, supply and demand. This is also super important topic, and in that I will recommend that first of all you should go to 13.2. 13.2, here you have to study the demand schedule, right, and diminishing marginal utility concept. Especially in 13.2 I will recommend you should know how the demand curve works. You should clearly know about the demand curve, how it looks like. Is it downward sloping, upward sloping, and why. And you should know what is the market demand, what is the meaning of market demand, how it looks like. right. Then after you comes to 13.4. 13.4 is super important. That means you have to see the shift in demand and an exception to the law of demand, and especially if we talk about the exception, the super important topic, you have to study the Vavelen good. What are Vavelen good, and you have to study the Giffen good. What are Giffen good? This is super important, 5-star marking, because question is asked every year. हर एक साल इसे सवाल आता है, इसलिए आप इसको मार्क कर लें. Then after you come to the supply schedule. If you talk about the supply schedule, you have to read the supply curve केयरफुली. आप सप्लाई कर्व को केयरफुली रीड करें, कैसे सप्लाई कर्व बिहेव करता है, हाउ डज इट बिहेव, हाउ द कर्व लुक लाइक, right? Please go through it carefully. Then after you have to study the equilibrium. Yes, very important, how this supply and demand curves equilibrium. Obviously if you can't skip this shift also, but question has not been asked in the past 4 paper, but equilibrium question have been asked, right? And also you should study the effect. So this is also important topic, like chapter number 5 is also, you can't ignore this chapter number 13. Chapter number 13 is also important, especially 13.2, 13.4, 13.5, 13.8 and 13.9, right? So these are the 5 topics. I think these are 6 you must study, right? Unit number 13. Now comes unit number 14, which is regarding money supply and inflation. Friends, please don't underestimate the importance of this topic. I again recommend that in the जो हमारा दिसंबर का अक्टूबर का जो एग्जाम हुआ था, मैंने तब भी एक ऐसा वीडियो लाया था, और आप उस वीडियो के कमेंट सेक्शन में जाके देखिए. जिन लोगों ने वीडियो देखा था उन्होंने कमेंट किया है कि बिल्कुल मुझे 50% मार्क्स लाने में आसानी हुई है. तो प्लीज डोंट अंडरएस्टिमेट द इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ दिस पर्टिकुलर वीडियो. नाउ कम टू चैप्टर नंबर 14, एंड द फर्स्ट चैप्टर which you must master is 14.2, which is regarding the money supply. Especially money supply, if I tell you, you should understand what is M1, what is M2, what is M3. Clearly you should understand what is M4, right? M1, M2, M3, M4, what are the components of it. And also you must understand what is the meaning of money multiplier, what is the meaning of this so called money multiplier, and also what is the meaning of this so called velocity of money. Very important, right? After that I will recommend GDP deflator, which is in measure of the inflation, right? Especially these 2 topics are super important from this chapter, GDP deflator and WPI CPI, right? Which are under the measure of inflation. So 2 topic, 14.2 and 14.5 numerical based on them are asked, because case studies topic it is. Now chapter number 15 we have is regarding the theories of interest. This is super important topic, right? Because first of all you should understand what is interest. 15.1 itself is super important, which is our introduction. What is the meaning of interest, what are the component of interest, you should clearly know it. Then comes the Keynesian chapter 15.3, Keynes liquidity preference theory of, as you call LPT, Keynes LPT. Read it carefully, super important. Every line of this particular topic is super important. Every line question can be asked from each line. Then comes 15.4. I don't think that much important. 15.5. okay, then one important topic is effect of increase in the money supply. What is the effect? If money supply increase, how does it affect? So 15.6 आपको अच्छे से पढ़ना है. उसके बाद आता है हमारा 15.8. 15.8 is regarding the Higgs-Hansen synthesis, right? or ISLM curve. So let me show you what is 15.8 is all about. So it is regarding the Higgs-Hansen synthesis or ISLM curve, right? ISLM curve we call it. So entire topic, right? So 15.8, 1, 2, 3, every topic is super important. You should know how to draw the graph basically, right? So ISLM curve is also important. So from this chapter we can see first 15.1 Keynesian economic theory, effect of then we have yes, this one, effect of increase in money supply, and 15.8, this one is super important, Higgs-Hansen synthesis. So 4 topics from chapter number 15, you have to master it, right? You have to have command over this topic. Then comes 16, which is our business cycle, which is the smallest unit, and in the business cycle I will recommend that you should first read 16.3, right? 16.3 means what? You should know what are the phases of business cycle, and also you can read this 16.2, which is very small topic, almost half the page of book. What are the characteristics? There are only 4 characteristics you have to study. You first go through them, and phases is super important, like boom, recession, depression, and recovery. What are the characteristics of these phases? You must understand. So 16.2 and 16.3, 2 important topics from this chapter number 16. Then comes chapter number 17, which is regarding the monetary policy and fiscal policy. So if you talk about this monetary and fiscal policy, the first thing you must study from topic number 17.2, this is regarding the tools of monetary policy. If you talk about the tools, especially you should understand that MSF clearly. Page number I will say 185, right? Please open page number 105, read MSF carefully, super important. Then comes in this particular chapter, some important tools you have to study is regarding the SLR. SLR is another tool, please read it carefully, right? And then after SDF, which is our standing deposit facility, read it carefully. Then after MCLR, so all the tools are super important. So I will rate it 5-star mark. 5-star means you can't skip it. You can't skip at any cost, because questions are being asked every year from this chapter. So you can't skip it, right? Then comes, monetary policy committee and this FRBM, super important. What is this FRBM all about? So basically from this chapter I will recommend 17.2 and 17.5, right? They plays a super important role, and FRBM Act is super important. Read every line of it, right? There is no way you can leave it. And fiscal policy is also important, right? One question have been asked in the 2023 examination. So 17.2, 17.4 and 17.5, these three topics are super important from chapter number 17. Let's move to chapter number 18. Chapter number 18 is the topic, the chapter name is System of National Account and GDP concept. So let's talk about it. Let's understand what are the topic important from this topic. Yes, so the first topic I will recommend is from GDP computation. If you talk about the computation, there are the three approach: expenditure method, or income method, and product method. Read it carefully, and you should have practiced on numericals also. You should practice sufficient numerical based on this, right? Means that numerical type question or case study type question. You should know the formula. What are the different components which are involved in formula? Especially GDP is equal to C plus I plus Z plus X minus M. You should know what is C, I, G, X, M. Especially we know what are the GDP at basis price, GDP at market price. What is the meaning of basis price? What is the meaning of market price? Especially I will say 210 page number 210, right? Important. Then I will say 18.4. What are the important variants of national product aggregate? So there are something called NNP, there is something called GNP, right? And GDP, NDP, and you must know the correlation between all these things parameter: GDP, NDP, NNP, right? GNP. You should know that how they are correlated. These are the point. Now then the next topic comes is union budget. So these two topics which you must study. Then comes chapter number 19, which is regarding the union budget. So union budget, this is the smallest topic, and especially in this chapter I will say that you should understand these four topics. Four important: revenue, expenditure, receipt expenditure, plan expenditure, and deficit concept. These four are super important, because case study is being asked. You will provide it with a detail, and you have to find the different parameters. So you can find only when you know what are the details, what are the different kinds of revenue, right? What are the different kinds of expenditure we have: revenue, non-revenue, etc., right? Planned expenditure, non-planned expenditure. That is what you have to study. Then comes 20 number chapter. So in chapter number 20, let's see what are the topic which you have to study at priority. The first topic is 20.2. Especially what are the formal financing system and what are the informal financing system. This you have to study. So especially let me write it on: formal and informal. These are the two types, and you have to study in detail what are they about, right? Then comes financial market segment. This is also in this chapter. So you should study what are the segment of financial market. Especially you open page number 232. आप 232 नंबर पेज ओपन करेंगे तो आपके बुक में एक चार्ट बनाया हुआ है. वो चार्ट सुपर इंपॉर्टेंट है. प्लीज गो थ्रू दैट चार्ट. Then comes chapter number 20.5, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. Read this page carefully. Question is asked every year. Especially in phase 2 what happened? Nationalization of bank, and there is a case study being asked regarding the nationalization of bank, right? Read it carefully. Phase number 2 especially out of these three phases. And then after you should study 20.6, which is regarding the Narsimhan committee. In 20.6 you will study Narsimhan committee, which we have already covered, but this is also important, right? What are the recommendation of this committee which you must know. And then after phase 4. So in this chapter 20.2 and 20.4 to 20.7, these are the 5 topics. These are the 5 topics which you must look carefully, right? Then comes chapter number 21. Chapter number 21 is regarding the Indian banking structure. So in this case, first topic I will recommend is 21.3, which is regarding the history of banking in India. Read it carefully, because question will ask who had pioneered the concept of cooperative bank, right? Which was the first cooperative bank established. Every type of history question being asked. Then after I will recommend 21.6, which is regarding the scheduled bank. Read it carefully. What is a scheduled bank? And in page number 250, you will open page number 250 of your Macmillan book. You will see a chart, and you have to mug up this chart carefully, right? Very important. Then I will recommend Yes, correct. So in you know, you have to study this foreign bank and local bank, 20.10, 21.11, and after that, in that case I will recommend, you know, the in 21.13 स्पेशली आप यदि 21.13 देखेंगे जो कि हमारा डिफरेंशिएटेड बैंक है, इससे सवाल हर एक साल आता है। और स्पेशली हम सवाल की बात करें तो आप पेमेंट बैंक को अच्छे से पढ़ के जाइए, राइट। आप स्मॉल फाइनेंस बैंक को ऐसे पढ़ के जाइए, SFB शॉर्ट में बोलते हैं इसको। प्लीज रीड इट केयरफुली, राइट। एंड देन आफ्टर, यू नो, कोऑपरेटिव बैंक, सुपर इंपॉर्टेंट, 21.4, 21.2, and you know, foreign bank, history of banking in India, say scheduled banking. These are the super important topic which I am highlighting here, right? सो कोऑपरेटिव बैंक को अच्छे से पढ़िए। और ये जो फिनटेक है, टेकफिन है, 21.15, यू कांट इग्नोर दिस टॉपिक। व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ न्यू बैंक, व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ टेकफिन, व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ फिनटेक, व्हाट आर द एग्जांपल। सवाल इस तरह आता है कि जो व्हाट्सएप है, व्हाट्सएप फिनटेक है या टेकफिन है या न्यू बैंक क्या है, राइट। व्हाट इज द मीनिंग, सो दिस वे क्वेश्चन बीइंग आस्क्ड। सो दिस आर द टॉपिक which you can't ignore, right? And especially if you move forward, then I will say that you should also study chapter number products, right. Recent development in the banking sector. So there are some points which is clearly written. Payment ecosystem, all, yes, payment ecosystem, right. So you know, this chapter is also very important. 5 number chapter, then you know, 13 number chapter, then this 21 number chapter. These topics are super important, right. Now let's move to the next chapter we have. This is regarding chapter number 22, which is banking law, Reserve Bank of India Act, and you know, banking regulation act. And this topic is important because you know, sections are asked, section साल पूछा जाता है। तो फ्रेंड्स, इफ यू वांट अ वीडियो ऑन द सेक्शन, इफ यू वांट अ वीडियो ऑन हाउ टू रिमेंबर द इंपॉर्टेंट सेक्शन, यू प्लीज राइट यस इन द कमेंट सेक्शन। यदि आप चाहते हैं कि एक वीडियो का लिंक मैं शेयर करूं जिसमें आपको सारे इंपॉर्टेंट सेक्शन एक जगह याद हो जाए, तो प्लीज आप यस लिखे कमेंट सेक्शन में, मैं आपको वीडियो का लिंक प्रोवाइड कर दूंगा। चलिए, यस लिखना जरूरी है। यस लिखने से लगेगा कि हाँ, आप इंटरेस्टेड हैं उस पार्टिकुलर वीडियो के लिए। जैसे आप यस लिखेंगे, आई विल प्रोवाइड यू द लिंक ऑफ द वीडियो। दिस वीडियो इज अवेलेबल ऑन माई चैनल। आई हैव प्रिपेयर्ड द वीडियो। नाउ इन दिस चैप्टर आई विल रिकमेंड द फर्स्ट टॉपिक which you have to study is 22.2, which is regarding the background of enactment. Read it carefully, that when it was enacted, when these two laws were enacted, and the background of it. Then you have to study 22.3, which is regarding the objective and structure of the RBI Act, right. You have to clearly read the chapter number, page number, I will say 277, open the page number 277, and there are some chapters given. कुछ चैप्टर दिया गया है, जैसे चैप्टर 3A में क्या आता है, चैप्टर 3B में क्या आता है। रीड इट केयरफुली, very important. Then I will say you to come to sections. Obviously sections are there in 22.5, right. Chapter number 2 sections, super important. Especially if we recommend chapter section number 17, आप section 17 को अच्छे से देखिए, कौन कौन से बिजनेस परमिटेड होते हैं, एंड सेक्शन नंबर 19, कौन से बिजनेस परमिटेड नहीं होते हैं। व्हाट आर द बिजनेस परमिटेड, that is given in the section number 17, and which business are not permitted is given in the section number 19. Please go through it. Then I will say 22.6, chapter number 3, इसमें आप देखेंगे खासकर सेक्शन नंबर 24, सेक्शन 24 सुपर इंपॉर्टेंट है, इसको देखिए, डिनोमिनेशन ऑफ करेंसी नोट, राइट। देन आई विल से कम टू द 22.6, आप इसमें देखेंगे चैप्टर नंबर 3B के अंदर कि हमारे NBFC का जो ऑपरेशन है, पेज नंबर 282, NBFC का जो ऑपरेशन है उसको देखिए। इसके अंदर आपको सेक्शन देखेंगे 45B, यू विल सी 45C, यू विल सी 45J, 45L, 45M। तो ये सभी सेक्शन के अंदर क्या है, प्लीज गो थ्रू इट माइन्यूटली, right. And then after, I will recommend that you come to BRA Act, and if we talk about the BRA Act, you come to let me move to forward, right. यदि आप BRA Act की बात करें तो दिस इज द सेकंड पार्ट ऑफ दिस चैप्टर, एंड ऑल्सो हियर देयर इज आल्सो सम इंपॉर्टेंट सेक्शन क्वेश्चन हैज बीन आस्क्ड, स्पेशली दिस 22.2 पार्ट नंबर 2 सेक्शन 6 to 13J, राइट। कितना, जैसे कि आपका जो पेमेंट ऑफ डिविडेंड होता है उसके लिए क्या रिस्ट्रिक्शन है, पेज नंबर 288 की पे आ जाइए, पेमेंट ऑफ डिविडेंड में क्या रिस्ट्रिक्शन है। तो दिस इज सुपर इंपॉर्टेंट। तो आपको 22.12 को क्लियरली अच्छे से पढ़ना है, एक लाइन को पढ़ना है। आप मान लीजिए कि एग्जिस्टिंग ब्रांच है, उसको नया ब्रांच का ओपन करना है या ट्रांसफर करना है, तो उसके लिए क्या रूल है, राइट। आपको स्टैट्यूटरी लिक्विडिटी रिजर्व का मेंटेनेंस कौन से सेक्शन के अंदर आता है, तो सेक्शन नंबर 24 आपको पता है, SLR, राइट। तो ये आपको क्लियरली पढ़ना है। तो बेसिकली फ्रॉम दिस चैप्टर आई विल रिकमेंड दैट यू शुड स्टडी 22.2, बैकग्राउंड को पढ़ना है आपको। फिर चैप्टर नंबर 2 सुपर इंपॉर्टेंट, राइट। चैप्टर नंबर 3 सुपर इंपॉर्टेंट, दीज आर द इंपॉर्टेंट चैप्टर। व्हाट आर द शेड्यूल्स ऑफ RBI Act, दीज आर द सुपर इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक। नाउ लेट्स मूव टू द नेक्स्ट स्लाइड, which is regarding unit number 13, which is regarding the DFI, Development Financial Institution. So in this case what I will say that first of all you should study 23.2 को अच्छे से पढ़िए, very important. Evaluation of Economic Development Financial Institution in India, पहला कौन DFI था, राइट। कौन कौन सा DFI ऐसे बढ़ा है, you have to read it carefully. Then 23.6, role of DFI in the Indian economy, right? So credit authorization scheme, right? Read it carefully. Then comes 23.7, changing role of DFI and emergence of the universal bank. Read it carefully, right? Especially in 23.8 you have to study IFCI. IFCI सवाल डायरेक्टली पूछा जाता है, IFCI सवाल जो है डायरेक्टली पूछा जाता है, तो आप 23.8 को अच्छे से देखिए, राइट? सो व्हाट वी हैव सीन, इवोल्यूशन, रोल ऑफ DFI, चेंजिंग रोल ऑफ DFI एंड IFCI. IFCI मीन्स इंडस्ट्रियल फाइनेंशियल कॉर्पोरेशन ऑफ इंडिया. रीड इट केयरफुली, राइट? And 23.9, that is ICICI. It is also very important. ICICI basically it was merged with the ICICI bank. You know, it was the first universal bank in India. So which is the first universal bank in India? Question is asked in this format. So ICICI, you have to read it carefully. Then comes, you know, IDBI schemes. So if you move to 23.10, which is regarding IDBI, this is also important, and there are some schemes of IDBI, right? So like, you know, soft loan scheme, and you know there are some schemes like technical development fund scheme, rehabilitation assistant to sick unit. These are also important. Then comes, you know, SIDBI which is given in the 23.11. 23.1 में SIDBI दे रखा है इन्होंने. तो SIDBI में आप देखिए कि हमारे इसमें जो कुछ स्कीम दिए हुए SIDBI के, जैसे आपका स्माइल स्कीम है, जैसे आपका स्माइल स्कीम के बाद दोस्तों आपका स्पीड स्कीम है. यू हैव टू रीड इट केयरफुली. दिस स्कीम आर आस्क्ड एवरी ईयर, राइट? पेज नंबर 308. आप पेज नंबर 308 निकाल लीजिए, वहाँ पे कुछ स्कीम दे रखा है इन्होंने, इसको आप अच्छे से पढ़ना है. सेफ स्कीम. देन कम्स 23.12 which is regarding the Exim Bank. तो Exim Bank, you know, okay, what are the functions of Exim Bank? Exim Bank का क्या फंक्शन होता है, राइट? यू हैव टू रीड इट केयरफुली, राइट? सो व्हाट आर द फंक्शन ऑफ Exim Bank? रीड इट केयरफुली, वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. देन कम्स नबार्ड, राइट? नबार्ड में आपको नबार्ड का फंक्शन देखना है. क्रेडिट फंक्शन इनका होता है. उसके बाद इनका प्रमोशनल और डेवलपमेंट फंक्शन होता है. यू हैव टू रीड इट केयरफुली, राइट? सो दैट्स ऑल फॉर दिस चैप्टर. आई थिंक दिस इज मोर देन सफिशिएंट, राइट? तो ये लंबा टॉपिक है 23.3, तो यू हैव टू गो थ्रू ऑल दिस टॉपिक, राइट? Now let's see our next topic that you have to study. So the next topic is microfinance institution, which is called MFI. MFI आपको अच्छे से देखना है. What is MFI all about? What MFI is all about? This is regarding the microfinance institution. So let's discuss the microfinance institution in detail, right? So in MFI I will recommend, which is 24 number topic. First of all, you should study 24.3 Grameen Bank model. Very very important. Grameen Bank model is a short topic which you must study. Page number I will say, page number is 321. Please open the page number 321, read it carefully. Very very important. Then delivery of microfinance, 24.4, super important topic. Must read it each and every line. In page number 322 you will see a chart. पेज नंबर 322 में आपको एक चार्ट मिलेगा. प्लीज इसको अच्छे से कर लीजिए. चार्ट से सवाल पूछे जाते हैं हर एक साल. देन आफ्टर आई विल रिकमेंड इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक फ्रॉम दिस चैप्टर इज, यू नो, दिस रेगुलेटरी फ्रेमवर्क ऑफ माइक्रो फाइनेंस इंस्टीट्यूशन 24.7 एंड RBI फेयर प्रैक्टिस कोड फॉर MFI. NBFC MFI especially, right? These are super important. So I will say these 4 topics are important from 24 number chapter. Then comes NBFC. NBFC is super important topic, which is chapter number 25, right? You have to read it carefully. What are the different layer of NBFC, every aspect of it, right? So let me zoom out little bit so that every topic is visible to you. So in NBFC, first of all I will say what is NBFC, right? So chapter topic number 24, 25.2, read it carefully. Then it comes 25.5, who are the regulators of NBFC, and this is in page number, you know, 334 में आपको मिलेगा. और आप इसमें देखेंगे एक टेबल इन्होंने दे रखा है, एक चार्ट दे रखा है. They have given a table, so you have to read it carefully, right? What table talks about, right? Then comes, you know, after that, what are the types of NBFC, right? NBFC AA, right? NBFC and NOFSC, AFC, right? These are the different types. Especially if we talk about what is NBFC MFI, NBFC MFI, page number, you know, 338. Read it carefully. 338. Read it carefully. Read the point carefully. Right. So types of NBFC you have to read. And after that, I will say you must go to 25 number chapter में आपको 25.10 में बैंक फाइनेंस टू NBFC को सही से देखना है. इसके अंदर कौन कौन से बैंक को NBFC फाइनेंस कर सकती है, which cannot, to which bank NBFC cannot finance. You have to see it carefully. Page number I will say 340. Right. And then after, what are the activities of NBFC not eligible for bank credit? Very very important. Which are the activities of NBFC not eligible? Let me write it down. Not eligible for bank credit. कौन कौन से एक्टिविटीज़ हैं जो कि बैंक क्रेडिट के लिए एलिजिबल नहीं है एनबीएफसी के, दैट इज इन 25.10, राइट, प्लीज गो थ्रू इट, वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. एंड देन आफ्टर फेयर प्रैक्टिस कोड, यस, ये हमने पहले भी देखा था, तो वही चीज़ रिपीट हो रहा है, तो वहाँ भी आप देख लीजिए, दोबारा मतलब एक ही जगह देखिए, दैट मैटर और right, and skill based regulation. So these are the important topic from 25 number chapter. Now let's go to the 26 number chapter. आइए 26 number chapter की बात करते हैं, जो कि इंश्योरेंस कंपनी से रिलेटेड है. So insurance company is all about, the first topic is here is the 25.26.5, which is insurance penetration. From here numerical question is asked and density. So you will be asked to calculate insurance penetration into insurance density. Please go through it carefully. And after the insurance history, you must know history of insurance and how it get developed, which was the first insurance company. Then after e-insurance account, which is in 26.11, this is also important, and reinsurance, right? So these are the 4 topics from where question have been asked. I think 5 topics are there, right? Yes, number of insurance companies operating in India, this is also important. So 5 topics: 26.2, 26.5, 26.6, 10 and 11, right? Please go through them, very very important. Then comes 27 number chapter, which is Indian financial system regulators and their role. Right, so the first chapter, the first topic which you must study is page number 363. Please open page number 363. तो आप 363 नंबर पेज निकालेंगे ना, तो उसमें आपको एक फ्लो चार्ट मिलेगा. यू विल गेट अ फ्लो चार्ट. Please go through this flow chart, right? Question is asked every year. Then after 27.3 role and function, right? So Reserve Bank of India role and function, right? Very very important. What are their roles? What are their function, right? आपको एक एक फंक्शन, कौन सा फंक्शन नहीं है ये भी देखना है, right? तो 27.3 आपको लगभग this will cover in almost 3 to 4 pages. So please go through those 3 to 4 pages. Especially if I talk about LTRO, how does it works? Page number is 367. LTRO, please go through this LTRO in detail, right? Then after I will say the next topic which are super important from this topic is 27.3 is a big topic, because it is covered in 10 pages and you have to go through each and every page minutely, question asked, right? Then you have to see regulatory aspect of cooperative bank regarding the how RBI operate the how RBI have a control over the cooperative bank, right? So revised regulation, the regulation frameworks are revised, especially if you come to page number 373, there is a regulatory revised framework of RBI. This is very important. Then after you come to SEBI, from SEBI also what are their functions, this is also important, right? So and after is 27.5, this is insurance, very very important. Then there is there is the Malhotra committee, right? So you will come to know about this Malhotra committee and Malhotra committee recommendation. What were their objective, what were their recommendation? Page number 377, it is written there, right? Malhotra committee and recommendation. And then after we have PFRDA. 27.6 is regarding the PFRDA function and PFRDA, okay, what is the objective and what are the function. So basically these 4 topics, 27.3, 27.4, 27.5, 27.6, these 4 topics are important, are very important from examination point of view for Indian financial system regulators and their roles, right? 27 number chapter. Now let's go to the 28. I think we have the next chapter, which is 28. Just so let's see 28 number chapter, which is regarding the reforms and development in the banking sector. So if you go to the 28 number chapter, the first topic which is very important is 28.2, which is National Bank for Infrastructure and Development, which is NABFID. very very important. Earlier also हमने इसके देखा था, लेकिन हाँ यहाँ पे एक सेपरेट टॉपिक ही आपको मिलेगा NABFID में. इसको एक एक चीज़ को पढ़ना है, कब इस्टेब्लिश हुआ, क्या फंक्शन है, इसका सोर्स ऑफ फंड क्या होता है, सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट से कैसे सपोर्ट मिलती है, ठीक है, और इसका मैनेजमेंट. फिर 28.3 भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, विच इज NARCL. एवरीथिंग एस्पेक्ट यू हैव टू स्टडी, राइट? एंड देन आफ्टर ईज, सुपर सुपर इंपॉर्टेंट, इसको तो 5 स्टार लगा लीजिए. हर एक बार सवाल आया है. फॉर द लास्ट 4 एग्जामिनेशन ईज हैज बीन आस्क्ड इन एवरी ईयर, राइट? लाइक ईज 1.0, ईज 2.0, ईज 3.0, ईज 4.0, सबका क्या फीचर्स है, एवरी एस्पेक्ट यू हैव टू डील विथ, right? So this is all about this 28 number chapter, 28.2, 28.3, 28.4. These are the important topics from this chapter. Then comes our financial market, 29 number topic. So the 29 number chapter, this is module C. So the first chapter, the first topic you will be studying detail, which is the segment of financial market. 29 point, I think it is 29.4, right? You can see this segment, and especially you come to the page number 405, and in that page you will see a table, you will see a chart, you will see a flow diagram. Please read it carefully. Question have been asked from this chart. Read 29.4 carefully, because cash market, money market, core debt market, foreign foreign exchange market, every market detail has been provided. Read it carefully. Then after I will say you to come to the price discovery. Very very important. How the price discovery is being done. This is super important topic. So two topic I will say, segments and price discovery from this particular chapter. That is 29 number chapter. Very small chapter, not very large. Yes, money market. If you come to chapter number 30, there comes money market. The introduction itself is very very important. What basically is money market? Read it carefully. Right. I think there is one paragraph which is given in page number 414. Page number 414. One paragraph is given. Read it carefully. The introduction part. Then comes call money, notice money, and term money. You should know the difference. Very very important. 37.2. Then after we will move directly to our 30.4, where basically you have to know about every type of money market instrument. So I think these are also important, but especially if we talk about this certificate of deposit, this is super important. 2 times question have been asked from certificate of deposit, but I request you to please go through this. This will also enhance your concept, right? RRDS and especially LTRO. I told you LTRO is super important. Long term repo operation question have been asked. So I will say this topic is also important. Go through each and every money market instrument. That's matter. Then after we have the next chapter, which is chapter number 31, which is capital market and stock exchange. So if we go detail about this chapter, the first topic which I will recommend is the stock exchange in India, which is 31.4. So what are the major stock exchange in India, which you must know? BSE, NSE, Kolkata Stock Exchange, etc. Right? And demutualization of a stock exchange, stock broker. Please go through it carefully. And besides that, I will talk about CDSL, NSDL. So please read it carefully. When it was formed, okay, what are its subsidiary, every detail, where it is headquarter, every aspect you have to deal. That is given in 31.41 only. So this is very important topic, stock exchange in India. And 31 point. Then the next topic which I will recommend is, you come to page number 433. You come to page number 433 of a book. In that you will see there is something called Red Housing Prospectus, DRHP, Red Herring Prospectus. Read it carefully. From this chapter, this is super important. What Red Herring Prospectus is all about. And now also, types of capital market, 31.8. What are the types of capital market? This is very important. And the pricing of the issue. Right. So one more topic is important, which is regarding the pricing of the issues. Right. So under DRHP and RHP only, you will see that what are the eligibility norms and what are the pricing, how the pricing is done. Right. So, and the last topic which is important here is ASBA, which is application supported by blocked amount. Right. So basically 3 to 4 topics are important. One topic is stock exchange in India, DRHP and RHP is super important. Right. Types of capital issue in the market and eligibility norms and ASBA. Right. So these are super important topics from this chapter. Now let's go to the chapter number 32. Chapter number 32 is all about a fixed income market, which is debt and bond market. The first topic which is super important is, one more thing I will recommend is the state development loan. आप एक काम कीजिए, SDL को पढ़िए. SDL आपको मिल जाएगा पेज नंबर 441 में. 441 नंबर पेज निकालेंगे ना आप, तो you will get SDL. SDL stands for state development loan. Read it carefully. Who issued it? What are its? Every aspect of it. Then after 33.32.3, which is bond valuation and theorem. Super important. इसको आप 10 स्टार लगा लीजिए और इसको अच्छे से पढ़ के जाना है. बॉन्ड वैल्यूएशन कैसे होता है, कौन कौन सी इंपॉर्टेंट थ्योरम्स हैं. रीड इट केयरफुली. देन आफ्टर आई विल सजेस्ट यू टू गो टू 32.6, विच इज रिगार्डिंग फिम्डा. फिम्डा को अच्छे से पढ़िए. एवरी एस्पेक्ट ऑफ फिम्डा इज सुपर इंपॉर्टेंट. एंड ऑल्सो देन RDS इज अ रिटेल डायरेक्ट स्कीम. रीड इट केयरफुली. राइट. एंड देन कम्स द इंटर कॉर्पोरेट बॉन्ड. सो दिस चैप्टर इज ऑल्सो सुपर इंपॉर्टेंट. सो यू हैव टू गो थ्रू 32.3, 32.5, 32.6, 32.7 and 32.9. Right. This is regarding the entire chapter 32. Now let's move to chapter number 33, which is foreign exchange market. This is also super important chapter. Why? Because the first chapter, the first topic where from your question is asked is how the forex market evolved in India. That is the evolution of the forex market in India. That is chapter number topic number 3. Then after topic number I will recommend is 9, FX retail platform. Super important. Then after I will recommend US dollar index. Super important. Then after I will recommend GDR. Super important. Right. So basic, these things are not that much important, but this 30.3, 30.9, 10 and 11, right? So these are super important. So this 4th chapter I will say to read on priority basis, because questions are asked every year from this. What is your USDX? What is your FX retail platform? Detail you should know. Then we have interconnectedness of market and market dynamics, chapter number 34. So how they are interconnected. So the first topic which we will study in detail regarding it is the Asian Clearing Union, which is 34.8 I think. right? That 34.8, and also process of interconnectedness of financial market, how they are interconnected, what is this ACU, right? Read it carefully. Then after I will recommend that money market, credit market, capital market, how they are interconnected. Read it carefully. That 10, 11 and 12 number topic, right? How they are interconnectedness. And then after integrated, that was not important. So these from four topic I will recommend. The first one is this one, 34.2. Second one is ACU. Read it carefully. And these three, right? 11, 12 and 13. So these three are important from chapter number 34. Then comes chapter number 35 or unit number 35, which is related to the merchant banking services. So from this unit I will recommend the first chapter is 36.4. The first topic is fourth number topic, which is how it develop, how merchant banking in India develop. Read it carefully. Then after I will recommend SEBI regulation, which is point 7. SEBI regulation on merchant banking, right? What is the SEBI regulation? Then after I will recommend activities of merchant banking, 35.8. Then after I will recommend that who are the monitoring agency, everything regarding SEBI you have to get in detail about the merchant banking. What are the issue management, pre-issue function, post-issue function, right? Then underwriting, debenture trustee, these details you have to read in detail, right? And so these are the topic. So 35.4, 35.7, 35.8 and key codes of conduct as per SEBI rules, 35.10. So 4, 7, 8 and 10. Read this topic carefully from chapter number 25 or unit number 35, which is regarding the merchant banking services. Then comes chapter number 36, which is regarding the derivative market. So in this chapter, the first thing which you can't ignore is let me talk about this FRA, interest rate future, which is given in 36.11. This future is super important. Then after the next thing which you can't ignore, some you come to page number 502 and there are some definition given. कुछ definition दिया हुआ है, underlying, option premium, strike price, expiry date. You should have a clear understanding, which is in 36.2. And then after I will say swap. Before that, इससे पहले भी कुछ important है, right? The first thing that is important, is the exchange traded and over the counter market. This is also important, and history of derivative. So 1, 2 and these 3. So I think 5 chapters are there which are important from this 36 number unit. Then comes 37 number unit. So what is 37 number unit? Let's discuss. So friends, the 37 number unit is about factoring, forfeiting and TRADS. So one thing is sure, the question asked, and one more thing I missed it. So you must study this 36.16, which is ISDA agreement. I think I missed it. ISDA एग्रीमेंट को अच्छे से पढ़िए कि जो हमारा डेरिवेटिव का डॉक्यूमेंटेशन होता है ना ISDA से, वो कैसे होता है. नाउ कम्स टू यूनिट नंबर 37 एंड यूनिट नंबर 37 द फर्स्ट थिंग आई विल रिकमेंड बेस्ड ऑन माय एक्सपीरियंस. क्वेश्चन हैव बीन आस्क्ड व्हाट इज फैक्टरिंग. रीड इट केयरफुली. फैक्टरिंग क्या होता है, व्हाट इज फैक्टरिंग ऑल अबाउट. रीड इट केयरफुली. व्हाट आर द मैकेनिज्म. इन पेज नंबर आई विल से पेज नंबर 513 देयर इज अ चार्ट which is given and you must clearly know the chart, what are the parts of that particular chart, right? Then after the next topic which I will recommend is TRADS. TRADS तो आप नोट कर ही लीजिए, वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट है. फैक्टरिंग आपने देखा, हाँ, अब फॉरफिटिंग को एक बार देखना है, फॉरफिटिंग को देखना है आपको अच्छे से. देन आफ्टर यू हैव टू सी TRADS. व्हाट इज TRADS? TRADS स्टैंड फॉर ट्रेड रिसेबल डिस्काउंटिंग सिस्टम. दैट इज कॉल्ड TRADS. I think it is 37.15 TRADS, right? So you have to study what is TRADS and what are the eligible criteria to set up and operate TRADS. Every aspect of TRADS. These 4 topics are super important. Factoring and history and these 3 topics, and forfeiting. Similar thing of forfeiting. What is the mechanism? What are the fees involved? So these 3 topics are super important. 2 to 4, right? Then after 10 to 12 and the last one 15 to 18. Right, so factoring, forfeiting and TRADS, these 3 topics are super important. Then comes this was about the 37 number chapter. Then come to 38, which is venture capital. So yes, venture capital is super important. Why? Because the first thing is you have to study is topic number 3, which is regarding the evolution, how it evolved in India. Detail, you have to read it in detail. Then the next topic, which is regarding this is regarding the process of venture capital financing, which is 0.86. right? So what is the exact process, how it originated? There is I will recommend you go to पेज नंबर 533. आप पेज नंबर 533 में आ जाइए और वहाँ पे आपको एक चार्ट मिलेगा. You will get a chart. Please read, go through the chart carefully. Right? This explain the process of venture capital financing. What are the different processes involved? Then after, what are the modes of venture capital financing? Read it carefully. Advantage and disadvantage, super important. Exit route, very इसको तो आप 5 स्टार लगा लीजिए. Exit route क्या क्या अवेलेबल है venture capital financing का, इसको आप अच्छे से पढ़ के जाइए. Right? So 38.3, 38.5, 38.8, 9 and 10. So 5 topics from this entire 10 topics are super important from unit number 38. Then comes unit number 39, which is regarding the lease financing and hire purchase. So if we go into detail over this topic, the first topic is you have to study what is lease financing, especially if we talk about that position belongs to whom, right? This is you have to study how it evolved in India, which was the first lease financing company. This you have to study in detail. Then if we talk about the types of lease, very important, कितने तरह के लीज होते हैं, डायरेक्ट लीज होते हैं, लीवरेज लीज होते हैं. क्वेश्चन पूछ लिया गया था पिछले बार कि आप बताइए कि जो हमारा लीवरेज लीज होता है वो क्या होता है. ठीक है, तो आपको पता होना चाहिए. देन आफ्टर यू शुड स्टडी, ओके, फ्रॉम हियर न्यूमेरिकल इज आल्सो आस्क्ड. न्यूमेरिकल यहाँ से आता है, जो हमारा 39.7 है ना, इम्पैक्ट ऑफ लीजिंग ऑन फाइनेंशियल रेशियो, तो यहाँ से न्यूमेरिकल आता है. तो न्यूमेरिकल कैसे आएगा, आपको DER निकालने का आएगा. यू विल बी आस्क्ड टू कैलकुलेट DER. आपसे जो है DER निकालने पूछा जाएगा अलग अलग सिचुएशन के लिए. सो यू हैव टू एनालाइज द सिचुएशन प्रॉपरली, राइट. एंड देन आफ्टर हायर परचेजिंग, सुपर इंपॉर्टेंट, राइट, which is 39.10. What is hire purchasing all about? Please read it carefully. Then comes legal aspect of hire purchase. Means केवल हम hire purchase की जब बात कर रहे हैं ना, if we talk about the hire purchase, it means how it evolved, what are the legal aspect, what are the parties, everything you have to study, right? So 39.10, 39.11, 39.12, right? So these are super important. Obviously 39.13. So this chapter is also very important. You have to go through each and everything, right? Again I am repeating, first of all you should know what is lease finance, how it evolved, types of leasing, and advantage disadvantage. We also cover hire purchasing and every these thing. So lease financing, hire purchasing, this should be clear in your mind, what is the difference, right? Every aspect of it. Then comes chapter number 40, which is regarding credit rating and credit score. And one thing you should know, very important. I suggest, मैं भूल गया अभी बताना आपको. देखिए आप एक काम कीजिए, आप पेज नंबर 549 निकालिए, पेज नंबर 549 निकालिए अपने बुक का, और इसको ना आप 10 बार स्टार मार्क कर दीजिए. क्यों मैं बोल रहा हूँ 10 बार स्टार मार्क करने, क्योंकि दोस्तों इससे सवाल आएगा ही आएगा कि लीज फाइनेंसिंग और हायर परचेज में क्या डिफरेंस है. ठीक है दोस्तों आपके साथ जो भी मैं शेयर कर रहा हूँ ना, ये मैं अपने एक्सपीरियंस के बेसिस पे शेयर कर रहा हूँ. सो प्लीज़ आप एक चीज़ को ध्यान से समझें, बिकॉज आई विल टेल यू, आप इस वीडियो के बाद में, आप इस वीडियो जब आप एग्जाम दे देंगे ना, तो आप जाके नीचे कमेंट करेंगे कि बिल्कुल आपने सही कहा था, यही सब टॉपिक से ज़्यादा सवाल आए हैं. तो दोस्तों आप वो एक चीज़ बोलते हैं ना, एफिशिएंसी बढ़ाना. एफिशिएंसी का मतलब क्या होता है कि कम इनपुट में ज़्यादा आउटपुट. तो वही मैं बता रहा हूँ कि हाउ टू मैक्सिमाइज द एफर्ट यू विल पुट इन योर 2 months. Obviously March closing is there. Obviously you have less time to devote to study because works are there, so that is what I am providing you, that you should study this topic at most. कहाँ से study करना है, either you study from your source or you can enroll in our crash course program. This crash course only cost which is a minimal fee, right, which cost I think 1,000 rupees for all the 4 subjects. यदि आप चारों subjects के crash course में enroll होते हैं, it will cost only rupees 1,000, right, and per subject I think it is near about 300 something. I will let you know the detail. Now then comes unit number 40. Unit number 40 is regarding the credit rating and credit scoring. So this topic फ्रॉम दिस चैप्टर, आप जो सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज़ पढ़ना है वो है आपका कौन कौन से हमारे मेजर CRAs हैं. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. हु आर द CRAs, व्हाट आर द हिस्ट्री, नो हिस्ट्री नॉट आस्क, CRA कौन कौन से हैं, राइट. एंड देन आफ्टर यू हैव टू स्टडी दैट CICs इन इंडिया. तो वन थिंग इज CRA एंड अदर थिंग इज CIC. आई थिंक इट इज 15. ओके वेट अ मिनट, मैं यहाँ पे लाता हूँ इसे. अब देखिए यहाँ पे मैं बताता हूँ. देखिए सबसे पहले आप CRA को पढ़ेंगे, विच इज़ क्रेडिट रेटिंग एजेंसी. फिर आप जो है CICs को पढ़ेंगे, मेंबरशिप कैसे होता है, एवरी एस्पेक्ट ऑफ इट, एंड ऑल्सो एवरी एस्पेक्ट ऑफ इट. CRA यहाँ तक कंप्लीट है, ये पूरा का पूरा चैप्टर इंपॉर्टेंट है. उसके बाद ये पूरा का पूरा चैप्टर इंपॉर्टेंट है. ठीक है, दीज आर सुपर इंपॉर्टेंट. और इसमें ट्रांस यूनियन सिविल कौन होता है, एक्सपीरियन, ये सब आपको पढ़ना है, राइट. तो बेसिकली CRA एंड CIC थ्रू आस्पेक्ट यू हैव टू डिस्कस इन डिटेल. ऑब्वियसली दिस इज क्वाइट इंटरेस्टिंग टॉपिक, वेरी इजी टू अंडरस्टैंड, जस्ट गो थ्रू दैम. देन आफ्टर म्यूचुअल फंड 14.41, राइट. सो इफ यू टॉक अबाउट द म्यूचुअल फंड, यू हैव टू गो थ्रू some kind of fund which is given in your book, right. And mutual fund, there is some numerical question is also asked. What kind of risk is exposed to? So first of all, risk, super important, right. And what are the mutual fund and their function, right. Classification of mutual fund, super important. Risk associated with mutual fund, super important. Riskometer, right. What is the meaning of net asset value, expense ratio, and then after what are the strategies. And one more important topic which I am telling you, this is super important, which is this is the strategy for investment in the mutual fund. Very important. इसको आप 5 स्टार लगा लीजिए. What are the strategies for investment in the mutual fund, right. So please go through them. Then after comes insurance product, right. Then after comes insurance product, which is chapter number I think 42. Insurance product की यदि हम बात करें, if we talk about the insurance product, the first chapter you have to study is principle of indemnity. right? Principle of indemnity. I think it is given in chapter number, topic number 42.3. So read this chapter, fundamental principle. There are some principle which is given. You have to read each and every principle, like principle of utmost good faith, principle of insurable interest, principle of indemnity, subrogation, contribution, proximate clause. Every principle is super important. देन आफ्टर कुछ इंश्योरेंस टाइप्स दे रखे हैं आपके बुक में, उसको आपको देखना है. एंड यू नो देयर इज समथिंग कॉल्ड पेड अप वैल्यू. आई विल ब्रिंग योर अटेंशन टू 42.5. You know, 42.5 types of insurance business. In that you will see LIC, you will see some GICs, and in that you know there is something called paid up value. तो paid up value पे एक न्यूमेरिकल आता है. आप पेज नंबर, मैं आपको पेज नंबर बताता हूँ, पेज नंबर 589 ओपन कर लीजिए. 589. There is a numerical on paid up value. Please look at that numerical. Super important, right? And then after I will draw your attention to 42.6 number chapter, topic which is GIC, Group Insurance Scheme. Read it carefully. एक पैराग्राफ है मात्र, उसको अच्छे से पढ़ लीजिए आप, ठीक है. उसके बाद मैं आपका ध्यान आकर्षित करूंगा 42.8 नंबर टॉपिक पे, जो कि है हमारा इंश्योरेंस बेस्ड सोशल सिक्योरिटी स्कीम. और इसके अंदर आपको पढ़ना है PMJJBY, प्रधानमंत्री जीवन ज्योति बीमा योजना. अच्छे से पढ़ना है. व्हाट इज PMJJBY ऑल अबाउट? रीड इट केयरफुली, राइट? एंड देन आफ्टर बैंक अश्योरेंस, यस, सुपर इंपॉर्टेंट, बैंक अश्योरेंस, राइट? एंड ओम्बड्समैन स्कीम इज सुपर 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 इंपॉर्टेंट. सो दिस 42 नंबर चैप्टर इज ऑल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. आप देख सकते हैं 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 6 चैप्टर, 6 टॉपिक्स आर इंपॉर्टेंट फ्रॉम दिस चैप्टर. देन कम्स चैप्टर नंबर 43. Chapter number 43, you know, it is regarding the pension product. So if you talk about the pension product, and दोस्तों ये जो इंश्योरेंस का जो ओम्बड्समैन स्कीम है ना, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक है. पेंशन स्कीम में सबसे पहले आपका मैं ध्यान आकर्षित करूंगा पॉइंट 5वां नंबर चैप्टर टॉपिक पे, क्योंकि ये डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ पेंशन स्कीम, राइट? EPS, EDLIS, EPF, एवरी आस्पेक्ट यू हैव टू डील विद. इसको अच्छे से पढ़िए, ठीक है? और आपको मैं आपका ध्यान आकर्षित करूंगा, आई विल ड्रॉ योर अटेंशन टू पेज नंबर 605. प्लीज नोट इट डाउन. 605 नंबर में आ जाइए. एक टेबल इन्होंने दे रखा है, एंड दिस टेबल इज रिगार्डिंग यू नो EPF कंट्रीब्यूशन. इससे न्यूमेरिकल क्वेश्चन आता है. दे आस्क न्यूमेरिकल क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम इट, राइट? व्हाट इज द EPF कंट्रीब्यूशन, राइट? EPF में कितना जाता है आपका टोटल 12% जो होता है, उसमें कैसे कैसे बाइफर्केशन है. प्लीज रीड इट केयरफुली. देन आफ्टर यू नो देन कम्स 43.6 विच इज रिगार्डिंग द PPF को अच्छे से पढ़ना है, राइट? 43.6. देन NPS इज ऑब्वियसली सुपर इंपॉर्टेंट, एंड अटल पेंशन योजना इज आस्क्ड एवरी ईयर, राइट? यू कांट इग्नोर इट. सो अटल पेंशन योजना, तो NPS को अच्छे से पढ़ना है दोस्तों. NPS आप देखेंगे ना, इफ यू सी द NPS, दिस इज कवर्ड इन 4 to 5 पेजेस, एंड यू हैव टू रीड एवरी एस्पेक्ट ऑफ इट. सो फ्रॉम दिस पेंशन प्रोडक्ट 43.4, 43.6, 43.8, 43.9, right? So these are the super important topic which you can't ignore. Right, now let's read chapter number 44, which is the para banking and financial service provided by the bank. So if you look at this particular chapter, so the first topic which you must study, this chapter is not that much important, which is para banking. Yes, one more topic I tell you, which is I bring your attention to in this topic, I think, yes, para banking and financial service undertaken. What are the para banking? So I think it is point 4, yes, 4 number topic, which is what kind of para banking and financial service. So especially you see under this there are many subtopics. You see these are the subtopics. Let me highlight it. So these are the subtopic. In this subtopic, one सबसे important topic जो है, the most important topic is you know pension fund management. So where it is written, I think this one, yes, super important. And also you have to go through all of them, right? This is super important. And besides that, I think that does not matter. If you cover only this thing, this is more than enough, right? And obviously it is covered in 10 pages or 10 to 12 pages of the book, right? And then after the last chapter we have is regarding the 45, which is REIT, IVIT. Very very important. तो पहले REIT होता क्या है? What is REIT? REIT को समझना बहुत जरूरी है. क्वेश्चन हर एक साल आता है इससे. REIT क्या होता है? INVIT क्या होता है? कितने तरह के REIT होते हैं? टाइप्स ऑफ REIT यहाँ पे देखेंगे आप 45.5 में. देन आफ्टर कम्स टैक्सेशन गाइडलाइंस एंड इन्वेस्टर. दिस इज ऑल्सो इंपॉर्टेंट, राइट? 45.9. देन आफ्टर आई विल ब्रिंग योर अटेंशन टू INVIT. व्हाट आर INVIT? 45.11. देन आफ्टर आई विल व्हाट आर द कंपोनेंट्स, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन कैसे होता है INVIT का, विच इज 45.12. then moves to so INVIT में types क्या हैं, every aspect of INVIT is important. So friends, this was all about the summary of this entire chapter. यदि आप इतना कवर कर लेते हैं, निश्चित रूप से 50 मार्क्स गारंटेड है. ये लिख के ले लीजिए. आप देखिएगा, आप खुद आइएगा वीडियो में कमेंट देने के लिए कि हाँ बिल्कुल आपने जो बताया था उसी से सवाल आया है, क्योंकि दोस्तों 50% के लिए इतना सफिशिएंट है, इतना यदि आप कवर कर लेते हैं. और हम क्रैश कोर्स में यही करने वाले हैं. आपको एक एक चीज़ में कमांड डालना हमारा मकसद है. आवर मेन एम इज टू यू शुड हैव कमांड ओवर ऑल दिस चैप्टर विच वी हैव मेंशन्ड. obviously you can see almost 40 to 50% of the syllabus we are covering in this crash course, and if the time permits we will cover the remaining part also, right? But for the first 15 days of our crash course we are focusing on this thing, and obviously that is the most thing you can do if you devote 1 to 2 hour of your daily discussion. यदि आप हमारे क्रैश कोर्स में इनरोल होते हैं, केवल आप 1 से 2 घंटा देते हैं, तो निश्चित रूप से आपके समय का बेस्ट यूटिलाइजेशन होगा. आपको मात्र 30 मिनट देना है थ्योरी पोर्शन पे, और रेस्ट जो 1.5 आवर है वो प्रैक्टिस करना है, केवल प्रैक्टिस करना है. हाउ टू प्रैक्टिस? आई विल प्रोवाइड यू MCQs, आई विल प्रोवाइड यू क्विजेस टू प्रैक्टिस, राइट? एंड डेली बेसिस आई विल प्रोवाइड यू वीडियोस, एंड PDF विल बी देयर फॉर शॉर्ट रिवीजन. सो दिस इज हाउ वी विल प्रोग्रेस इन आवर क्रैश कोर्स. फॉर मोर डिटेल यू कैन व्हाट्सएप मी ऑन दिस पर्टिकुलर नंबर. आप मुझे इस नंबर पे व्हाट्सएप कर सकते हैं, नंबर आपके स्क्रीन पर है, डिस्क्रिप्शन में भी लिंक अवेलेबल है. तो वीडियो यदि पसंद आया हो, चीज़ें समझ में आ रही हो, तो एक लाइक जरूर कीजिएगा. धन्यवाद.